Hello everyone and welcome to Infonox Market Insights with me, Richard Perry, analysing markets for Infonox on Monday the 15th of November. Now we saw a fairly reasonable risk positive move in markets on Friday into the close. We saw the SP 500 up and that's just maintained some of that momentum into today's session early doors today. With the Chinese industrial production and retail sales data coming in better than expected, we've got outperformance of the Aussie and the Kiwi across the Forex majors. Equity markets a little bit mixed though, and we are still seeing that this little pullback in the dollar that we've had in the last couple of days is started to again move through, and it'll be interesting to see if this is once more a chance to sell on these currency pairs such as euro dollar and cable and to maintain that dollar strength, or whether it is a changing trend at play. Commodities are just again starting to pull back slightly. Strong run higher on gold last week and silver, but maybe starting to ease back a little bit again. Would this be another opportunity in play? So the data points we're looking at for today, we've got the Empire State Manufacturing data for the US, little tick higher on that, but it's not a tier 1 data point, so we're not expecting too significant an impact on major markets there. Also, we've got a speech by ECB's Christine Lagarde. So the charts we're looking out for, we're going to look to cable. Again, is this a chance to sell cable with the little rebound that we've seen in the last couple of days? Looking at gold, gold starting to pull back slightly. Again, what's the opportunity there for gold? And also S&P 500 futures. Is this a selling opportunity? Is this looking to be more of a ranging situation? Let's have a look. So on the Infonox MT5 platform, starting off with sterling dollar, we can see this little technical rally that we've seen in the last session or so, which has moved cable higher. But ultimately, is it just another chance to sell? You can see that the decisive downside break that we saw in the middle of last week in the wake of that inflation data for the States has had an impact on this chart, and I think that that continues to move lower into the low 130s for cable, but a little unwinding rally that we've seen. I've drawn in this downtrend. You can see that downtrend comes in around the 135 mark there on cable, and what you do now have is sort of a basis of resistance overhead, 134.10 to 134.70. Nice band of resistance. Is this I think a band that I think we start to see the market just easing back once more. It's already starting to have that 4-hour RSI unwinding. Again, is this a selling opportunity into resistance? I think it probably is for my blood, and I think that retesting the lows of 33.50 area is likely to be seen in due course, and then subsequently to the low 130s on cable in the coming days and weeks. Gold price shot higher in the last couple of weeks, really strong run higher. It's just starting to lose a little bit of that momentum. It's interesting that that's coming with the RSI around 70 on the daily chart. Moving on to the 4-hour chart, let's see the impact of that. No real decisive sell signal yet, but starting to see the 4-hour RSI, just slight negative divergence, a lower high there compared to the higher high that we've seen on the price. Slight negative divergence, putting pressure now on the uptrend, starting to also pressure that 21 period moving average on the 4-hour chart as well. That gets broken if the RSI starts to move back into the 50s. Again, that would suggest slowing momentum. Key support here is 1845 to 1841. If you break that down below that, it sort of completes a small topping area. And you'd argue, I think, anything back below 34 to even maybe 1810 would be a point at which you'd start to look for buying opportunities again. That would help to unwind that daily RSI. That's the point at which I'd be looking out for long opportunities on a medium-term basis, but just near-term, slight pullback is possible. Resistance 1868 in place there. Finally, on the S&P 500 futures, sharp run higher, just starting to consolidate a little bit, pulling back, but ticking higher on Friday in a decent session. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a mixed outlook on the S&P 500 futures at the moment. I'm sort of putting the crosshair at 63 there, 62 on the RSI. So if you started to see that below that level, you'd think that that's starting to, at the very least, turning into a range play and then maybe even corrective. So we're just looking out for this one, I think, on here. I've also got this purple area on the 4-hour chart as well, which is sort of mid-range, mid-band pivoting area. And again, interestingly, on the 4-hour chart, RSI just turning back from 60, sort of hovering between 40 and 60. That again, indicative of ranging conditions there. May start to see that develop. So just band of support 4460 to 4660 to 4690 area. 4680, 4690 is where we're looking out for. So just sort of mid-ranging really, and a consolidation for now on that S&P futures. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it informative for your trading. Join me again on Wednesday where we'll be looking at the assessment of that US key retail sales data. So I'll leave you with the Infinox support and resistance table, and I will speak to you then. Thank you very much.